All right, as you guys can see, it's packaged very, very, very securely. You have all the bubble wrap here. Then each item is bubble wrapped. And on top of all that, you have a cover. It fits on top, so that's very well secured. Very nice job. Very nice job. Here's the cheek riser. Here's the hardware for the cheek riser. I like this piece of wood for the bracing. That's nice. Nice little touch. The stock butt pad, bottle clamp, more mounting hardware. Okay guys, now that we have the Mad Dog RJ6 out of the plastic, out of the packing, let's go over a couple of key features. So basically, here's the stock. You guys can tell it kind of has that Macmillan style to it. We'll go over some couple of the features that the stock has. First of all, it's made, it's got a piece of maple, I think, right down the center. You can see down the center line. And then he has his own proprietary coating that he uses, which I know it used to be bed liner at some point, but I really like this because it's not quite bed liner. It looks like it, but then it doesn't. It's much smoother. So I really do like this. Anyway, so going over the features, with this being a one-piece stock, the nice thing about this now versus the OEM Air Force guns, whether it be the Talon, the Condor, the SS, it doesn't matter. The plus in this is that it has 2 points of contact because this is a mono stock. Unlike the regular guns where you have the plastic pistol grip and then you have that little 5 or 6 inch hot dog, black hot dog. That's what it looks like. It looks like a hot dog bun. About as big as a hot dog bun, actually. And I hate those things. So that's what's nice about this, is this thing actually beds into the stock with 2 points of contact, or 2 points of where you could tighten the gun down. So that's a big plus. Another plus that I like is right here he added holes that you can undo, take the barrel out of the gun without taking the stock off the gun. So you can remove the barrel with the bottom screws here, and then the other screws are right here on the side, and then you just pull the barrel, out. So that's another great feature. You don't have to always keep taking your stock off. Probably spend a lot less time resighting the gun, and also with that way. Going towards the rear of the gun, he has a lot of options that he can add. I mean, he can put rails anywhere. You want a rail here, you want a rail back here, you want a rail for some reason under here, or one here, or a long one there. He can do all of that type stuff. Put rails here for you guys that are really gung-ho on the tactical look. He can do that. So you can add flashlights and lasers and, you know, whatever you use, green lasers, red lasers, things like that. But on this particular gun, if you go towards the rear of the stock, this is where the bottle basically sits. And you'll have this strap that sits over the bottle like this and holds the bottle in it. And then this cheek riser goes over all of that. So this cheek riser will mount like this, and it will cover half the bottle and the clamp. So that's another nice feature, that the bottle is, you know, somewhat hidden. All right, so moving back towards the rear, he really does a great job of packaging this. One of the things that I like on this butt pad is that he uses the real soft foam rubber. It is really soft without being too soft, so you can squeeze it. You can see it move right there. And he has, you know, different spacers so you can adjust your length of pull. And for some of you guys that aren't quite sure and you're too embarrassed to ask, let's talk about length of pull. Length of pull is from the face of the trigger to the rear of the butt pad. Rear of the butt pad that goes against your shoulder to where your arm or where your finger is touching the trigger. This length from here to here is your length of pull. I'm 6'2", I have long arms, so I can take 14 1/4 feels good, 14 3/8 is even better, 14 1/2 maybe about perfect. I could even go 15 plus and still be very comfortable shooting the gun because I have very long arms. So the nice thing about this is this fits everybody. You can take stuff off, you can add shim or spacers, or you can take spacers off, or you can add spacers depending on how long or short you want the length of pull. The other thing, he can pretty much cut the stock the way that you want. So for a tall guy like me, I wanted something that was going to go the length of the bottle, but still put me right at about 14 1/4, somewhere in there. So he did his standard cut. But if I wanted it shorter, I just take all these spacers out, 1 2 3 4 5 4 spacers, and leave them out, and my stock would be here versus here, which is a whole nother, you know, inch or so. So this thing is really customizable. It's light. I'll put a description probably right there and let you know how heavy this stock is. Just this. They're pretty light. So there you go, guys. There's my unboxing of the Mad Dog RJ6 series stocks for the Texan. I've been dealing with Doug for a lot of years now. Very nice guy, very down to earth, very easy to talk to. He answers the phone, he answers text messages, he sends pictures. I mean, he's the type of person that when you spend money, he's the guy you want to spend money and keep spending money with, because we all know a lot of our airgun manufacturers or certain people that we deal with, and we've all had it. You can't get people to return phone calls to save your life, and you already have given them your money. Doug is not one of those guys. You don't give anything up front until he starts doing the work and he sends you, what do you call it, a invoice. He's not one of those guys that say, yeah, my stock's $500, so send me $500, and then 3 months later you're calling him, where the hell's my stock? Well, you know, oh well, or you don't get an answer at all. So great customer service, great person, great product. Let's get it on the gun and see how she looks. Alright guys, she's back together, complete now with the Mad Dog RJ6. Here you see the fully adjustable cheek rise. What's nice about this is the bottle has a band, like I showed earlier, that keeps the bottle positioned in line with the collar. And then this goes over the bottle and it's pretty stiff, so if you rest your face on it, you're not pressing down on the bottle. You're actually pressing just on this. So it keeps the weight off the bottle. And that's what you want on these guns. Everybody who owns a Condor, Air Force, or any Air Force name brand gun knows that the weak link is right here in this locking collar. Because they cut so much material out here, there's no real support besides a thin rail at the bottom to support it. So that's what's great about the Mad Dog, is the Mad Dog stock actually gives you support at the rear for the bottle, here at the pistol grip where the collar sits, and then all of this is supported fully by the stock. So you have a mounting bolt here, you have a mounting point here in the pistol grip, and you also have a bracing point here. So there you go, guys. Can't wait to get out in the field and shoot this thing. I have taken the 338 out to shoot without the Mad Dog. I just got the Mad Dog stock in, so I have done some preliminary testing. The results are phenomenal so far. I have also bought a new sizer, and I slugged the barrel and matched the bore with the sizer, or matched the sizer to the bore. So we're going to go back out again when I get more bullets, do a whole accuracy test, long range shooting with this thing. We got some good things planned for 2019 with this gun. You guys stay tuned. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate you, man.